right into the game. You're going to see we're going to be hopping on board. First off here with Vigilant Skull, you're going to have the team Frenetic, Grav, Lift, Squiddy, and Vigilant Skull on one side. On the other side, you got Philbwin, Level on Site, or LV on Site, Green XP, and Supernova over the course of this game off the start. And well, one player does look like standing still, trying to recover his shields. Frenetic should be able to get that camo and is going to go down right as he picks it up here. So that will be the camo down and out of the game for the time being. That will not be involved for a little bit, and things are going to continue with B and C now going the way of We Get Wiped here. As you can see, Frenetic, we're going to be on board with Squiddy, who did end up going down. There's going to be a push here on towards B from the side of Status 2. It's going to be Green XP and Supernova, both still remaining alive, and unfortunately they will end up falling. That's going to be 2 down from the side of Status 2. Nothing doing there. And we're going to continue on, as that is going to be C finally taken back from the side of Status Who, but they are currently down 32-0. That point number is still going to continue counting, as there's just, the final player's finally going to get on towards B. He's going to get back smacked though. Frenetic's going to drop down off to a 5-1 start as well. So it does look like, you can see Philbwin going to be the next one up. He's going to pick up Grav Lift. This is going to be a push here towards A. There's 2 players here from the side of Status Who in a position here to try and push towards this. It's going to be a third, but Level on Site did end up going down. Squiddy's going to be there to take that chow, gets back up from Vigilant Skull, and they're going to take down 1. Squiddy's going to fall though, get traded out by Supernova, and it's going to be on Skull right now to try and get this trade back. He's going to run out of bullets, and the nade's going to miss, it looks like. Finally takes him down, as that will be all 3 points going over to the side of We Get Wiped off the rip. That is a lot right now on their side, and they're going to be getting plenty of points here, it looks like, for the time being. Status 2 is yet to still even crack a single point. They've not been able to pick up 2 points at all over the course of this game. So we're going to see whether or not they can move in towards one of these points and just get something going here, because right now it is not looking very hot. There's going to be a flank coming in. Squiddy's attracting attention from the front. His teammates coming in from the back. That's going to be Frenetic. Picks up both kills. OG Green XP is going to be here on towards A. They're going to pick up A. They're going to lose C though, but it does look like they're on towards B, and I don't know how he saw that player. That is Eagle Eye right there. Green XP picking up the Camel player. That was Grav Lift. Ends up going down. As you can see, there's going to be tossing some nades up top. Knows somebody is up here, and he's actually going to walk right by Vigilant Skull, it looks like. His Skull is going to be able to pick that one up, but B and A did go over to Status Who, so there was a moment where they did pick up a little bit of time there. Gravel's going to come up. He's going to pick one up on towards on site. Looking for the second. He's going to back out and try to let his teammate go in there, but Frenetic will get dropped by Supernova. Supernova just trying to stay alive, backs out, picks up the player on towards B, and you can see A is going to be in possession of the side of Status Who right now. C is also mostly capped, but it does look like that is about to get reset, and there you go. B will also get reset. The shots are coming in from the other side of the map, but all the players from the side of Status Who will be here on towards A for the time being. Frenetic as well, up to 10-2, so a really good start. He's going to hop on towards A at the moment. Players are going to be moving back here towards the back. It's going to be Squiddy, not able to pick up that kill, unfortunately. Does go down. We'll be on board with on-site here inside of VR, looking to follow up with a teammate as they're going to push here out towards A. They're going to find one on towards Grav, looking for the second. There is going to be a player here. That is going to be Frenetic, who got the stick there on towards Supernova, but 2 players are going to go down as well. It was traded out 2 for 2 on both sides, and it does look like it's going to be the side of Status Who picking up some much needed points here. They're down by 100. So they got a long ways to go, and that was a great nade there. It's going to force on-site to be in a really awkward position. Does end up going down. His teammate's going to be there for the trades, though, and 3 are going to drop from the side of We Get Wiped. It's all going to be on Captain Squiddy here. Last man standing. Can't do anything about it. The whole team will fall, and that is going to be a trip cap here, it does look like, for the side of Status Who. So they're bringing this one back, as they're going to trade another 2 for 1 here, as the players are going to go down. I have no idea what those points are. Apparently they're important, because I'm getting a notification on it. So I think that was on the screen, so apologies for that. As it's going to be on site, moving up. This will be A, I believe, going back in favor of Status Who, but this is a pretty solid momentum swing. Coming out of the side of Status Who here, We Get Wiped has kind of been on the back foot for the last, I don't know, you can say about 2 minutes here, and that's going to be another huge gunfight. That's 3 down again. We Get Wiped went from being basically a completely dominant team with 150, like 100 and something point lead all the way down now to, I mean, it's a 30-point lead. They are in a trip cap right now, trying to deal with this. They're going to get a player on towards A and on towards C. It looks like Squiddy will be here. C is going to get capped. A should get capped. I don't think anyone here is really here to contest Squiddy about this. So there you go. We Get Wiped is going to get some stabilization here. And that is going to mean that for the time being, they're going to do a decent job of just kind of staying in a position. They want to hold this here. The camo is not going to be up for a little bit. Shock rifle is probably out on the field as of right now. So that's something that they kind of have to really consider. But C is going to be capped. I mean, they went for the push, but 3 down. It's all on Visual and Skull. Last player alive from his team is going to have a huge one-on-one here with Phil. Is going to win that, so he's going to reset. A and C both were being capped by the side of Status Who. They both got reset. And that means that we're back into 2 hills right now. But this is going to be big as well. 2 players from Status Who pushing in on towards C. They're going to find that Frenetic is going to be a player on towards B. Is going to get forced off. The nade is going to fly into the back here because there is somebody from the side of We Get Wiped back here. He's going to get discovered and taken down. AB, though, going in favor of We Get Wiped. So they will continue to gain points here for the time being. As Supernova is going to be the last player alive from his team. Finds Vigil and Skull, gets traded out. Gravelift is going to slam that camo home, and it does look like they want to try and overextend for this trip cap, or maybe just kind of focus the players and pull some spawns here. But it does look like C is going to be going in favor of the side of We Get Wiped. This is going to be a big flank here from Gravelift, looking to get on towards B. The fight's going on. He's coming in for the reinforcement here against Supernova. Is going to eat that nade. That was a big nade, but he's going to get the kill anyway. And that is going to be 3 caps right now going in their favor, but both A and C looking to be traded out. C does get defended. You can see the players from the side of We Get Wiped getting over there. And we're going to see now Frenetic is going to be moving in here towards A. He's going to eat that nade. Going to have to back up for the time being. Wait for some team reinforcements as Philb is going to pick up Gravelift down below. That was a big win, forcing a 2 down. And that should be C going their way, and they should be able to get a clear here on towards A. So they will finally get some points here. As no, actually, that's going to be a trade out here as Frenetic does get traded out, and he's just trying to stay alive here. Phil should get this one, and that does mean that's going to be A and C once again going in favor of Status Who. So We Get Wiped, pulling ahead again with that stabilization that they needed, but Status Who right back in it now as they're trying to pick these one up. This is going to be a nice hop up. Gravel is going to pick up that one on towards onsite, looking for a second player. Knows there's a player up there, but he's got reinforcements, and that means C is going to go their way, and A is also being capped. So this is another trip cap here coming out of the side of We Get Wiped, and at this point in the game, this is going to be a little critical here for Status Who. They need to be on these points, and they need to deny these because we're beginning to run out of time in this game. As you see, Squiddy's going to be the one on towards B, making that defensive play. All his teammates are going to win their important gunfights at the different points. He will end up going down. Supernova finds him, and they will end up picking A, but Status Who's still bleeding out points here. It's going to be 221 to 96. Looking to capture B here and just get this point. That's going to be a lot of shots coming towards Supernova. Is going to get spotted from basically every angle, it seems like. Finally ends up going down. You're going to see across the map just, I mean, there's going to be the camo again. As Frenetic trying to chase this one down. If he can see him, he's going to be able to finally spot him, but the nade's going to come out, not going to connect. Onsite goes down. B is now going to be transferred in favor of We Get Wiped, and with that 2 down advantage, they're also looking towards A, and that does mean that they should have this point capped and ready to go. A, B in the hands of We Get Wiped. C now going over to Status Who, but the reinforcements are here. The double kill out of Frenetic as he's going to find 2. Looking for a third as well, but there's not going to be had. Onsite's going to be the last player alive as he's trying to just deny some of these caps, but C going in favor of We Get Wiped also means that they're going to be continuing to cap some points here, and will Status Who trying to do their best to stem the bleeding as of right now. And you'll see Onsite's going to be moving out towards the top side. There's going to be an engagement here. It will be won by Gravelift. As well, things are going to continue going on here for the time being. As you can see, Gravity is going to drop down. This is going to be Status Who, though, picking it up, but you're going to have a player on towards B. It is going to be Squiddy, the captain, once again. Will get picked up from behind, though, so that will deny them for the time being. B will now be contested as Frenetic's going to be here. He's going to try to win this against Green. OG Green is going to have to push forward. He is going to go down, forced out by that nade. 2 down, once again, means we're going to see a lot of flipping on the board. B, A, and C all switching hands. As you can see, C again, but this should be about the end of it. 3 players are going to go down from status who. That's going to be C going over, and that is going to be the game. 250 to 124 is going to be your opening match score as we get wiped. To be live fire Slayer board with Captain Squiddy off the rip. He is going for that sniper, and it doesn't actually look like anyone from status who was in the area at all. They just didn't bother with it. They didn't want to deal with it at all. And I mean, Squiddy is basically just one shot. He's gonna get absolutely just ripped at long range there by Phil. He was just one shot the entire time, unfortunately, and I mean, the nades kept him down, and unfortunately that's gonna cost him, as that's gonna be a great kill and assist there coming out of Vigilant Skull. Comes in with that flank on towards the opposing side. This should be OS, I believe. It's gonna be slapped home by Green XP. Ends up picking that one up, and we're gonna see if he can make use out of it. He's gonna go for these early chows here. Gonna find Vigilant Skull, picks up that heat wave, says thank you very much, but he gets noob comboed. He does end up going down, and I mean, right as he predicted, Frenetic off to a 5-0 start here, as he's gonna continue just kind of going on a rampage. Gravlift doing his best to stay alive, ends up falling though, as you're gonna see Vigilant Skull from the other side is gonna be picking one up on towards Philbwin. That's gonna be 3 dead here from the side of status who. It's 9-8 right now. Frenetic has more than half of his team's kills, as they're going to continue going on this rampage basically throughout the match. As we can see, oh, I gotta be working on this once again. As you can see, the players, yeah, for like Frenetic is going to be just looking straight down the range here. It's going to be 11-8 in kills. The sniper will now be in the hands of On-Site. Does have a fair amount of ammo in that as well. You can see status who just trying to regroup and get the kills as necessary. They're like playing this very patiently, trying to just stay around and group up together. As you can see, Vigilant Skull, I think he just got a stick and another kill to go with it. I don't know what exactly just happened there, but 2 players from the side of status who ended up going down. You're gonna see, well, Level On Sight wasn't able to use up the ammo in that sniper, so we will give that power weapon over in a little bit. As you can see, Supernova is going to be just kind of forced into the back. It's now a 6-point lead, as Frenetic's going to find 2 kills with the sniper. Finds both of them, and he's going to have that heat wave in his hands as well, just chucking the nades out, trying to get it. I mean, he's got no ammo left, so he's going to be hoping for a BR here that he can pick up. A Level On Sight instead is going to pick up 2. He's going to make it 3. He's going to find all 3 of them in the area, and that's all 4 dead from the side of We Get Wiped. And this is basically just what you wanted to see out of status who, just kind of that stabilization, the comeback. It's now 15-19. So overall, not too far behind. 4 kills is very easily doable. You can just do an instant 4 down. They've already done that today. As you can see, I mean, there was a 4 dead momentarily before that, but that's going to be a wave of kills again coming from the side of We Get Wiped. They're going to pick up more, and they're going to be working on this rotation here towards the towers. The spawns are going to come in from the side of status who over towards the B stronghold here. It's going to be On-Site, finds one. Philbwin is going to end up going down at the hands of Gravlift there as the rotation comes around the tower. I think he just popped out of the underground right into the middle of like 3 players there. That's going to be a nice stick, but no, Frenetic is able to get close enough that it's going to end up taking him down. So despite the stick, still ends up losing his life there. So we'll hop on board once again with Phil. Gonna be up top looking at Squiddy. He's gonna see the double chow though coming out of Gravlift. He's gonna have to hop away, looking for where these players went. Gravlift is gonna walk right behind him, takes him down from behind. That's gonna be 26 points. The threshold crossed halfway. Gravlift not able to take that player down before he falls, and that's gonna be Squiddy now. Next one up over on towards Super. I think he just traded, so that's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade between the 2 players as the shots registered on time with each other. It's going to be just a 5-kill lead from the side of We Get Wiped. Very, very doable here from status who. You know they can stabilize. They know what they need to do here. As we're going to see, I mean, well, Green is going to be just working his way around the outside there. Unfortunately, gets caught from behind, ends up going down. Vigilant Skull and Frenetic pinching in on towards him to pick up that kill. It's going to be 29-23 right now. The OS comes up. Phil is looking to try and grab that, or at least denied. He's going to end up slamming that home. Gets it off in time as well and finds the kill. So really nicely played here from Phil. He's able to find one, dodges the plasma pistol too, and is able to pick that one up on towards Gravlift. I think Squiddy was trying to chase him down here, but unfortunately was not able to find him before, and now there's the reach out coming out of Phil. Once again, finds 3 with this OS, and he still has some left actually in the tank. So really, really efficient use of OS there. Really nicely played. He's gonna find a 4th before it expires. That is a value OS and a half. He finds 4 kills with it. We're gonna make it 5 as he's gonna pick, I think that should be 4 or 5 in a row It's a really, really solid play there out of Phil as he's trying to drag his team back into it. They're only down by 4. And at this point, you just really need to group up, try to stay alive, and not end up going down in untradeable positions. I mean, right there, Gravel with the double kill, not traded out. Exactly what you want to avoid, but they do end up picking another kill in return. It's only going to be 5 now, 6, excuse me, as Green XP ends up falling. Squiddy's going to be in another engagement with Phil, and Phil has his number today for, I think, the 3rd time in this Slayer. Will take down the captain Squiddy on the other side. Supernova is also going to be 11 and 10, Phil 12 and 6, and they're chasing Frenetic here, who's 14 and 6. But overall, I mean, they're playing it really nicely, and the numbers are there right now from the side of Status Who. They are keeping up in the slaying very well. I mean, there's just a little bit that they have to kind of contend with here. It's going to be a 4 kill difference. As you're going to see, Super's just looking for somebody to kind of dome with that heat wave. Frenetic's going to find on site on the outside here, but that's going to be a trade out. Vigilant Skull will fall. Squiddy standing on top of that OS, waiting for that to come up, and then realizes, well, he might be a little bit early. He might be jumping the gun a little bit as he ends up going down. As that's going to be another trade in the middle. That's going to be Supernova with that heat wave that he's had the entire time. They're able to take down Squiddy too before the OS. As you're going to see the shots come in. And that's going to be a huge double kill from Green XP. Takes down Frenetic as well as Squiddy before the OS. The impact of those kills was massive. And that's going to be the OS going over in his team's favor. It's a 1 kill difference. That play was absolutely massive from the side of Status Who as they're looking to even this one up. It's only down by 2 as we're closing in here. Gravelift is going to find 1, trades out as well. It's going to be the players trying to push out of the garage here, and they don't have that OS anymore. So you can see they're just trying to fall back, play their lives, and this is the smart thing that you need to do here. As you can see, they're just trying to retreat. Frenetic is going to pick on site though again, so that is going to be another player going down. It's going to be 44 to 41. The kill lead is going to grow a little bit, but Status Who's been down by more in this match, and you know that they're going to be doing their best to try to get back into this, as that's going to be, I think that was Supernova just charging right in with that heat wave. Is not able to pick anything up out of it though, ends up going down. The nades are going to start flying out here as everything is going to, I mean, it's just a kill box basically down there. I don't know how anyone from We Get Wiped did not go down in that engagement. Somehow they all managed to make it out with their lives. Frenetic coming forward with the heat wave. This is a scary sight that you don't want to see if you're the side of Status Who, as he's going to come through. All 3 shots are going to land. He's going to pick that one up on towards Phil. It's going to be 48 to 43 as he's going to find another. As Gravelift with that sniper looking for that last kill, trying to make it happen. They're going to find 1 on a Frenetic. Going to get these pings off. They know where the players are. But now this is where Status Who goes in like full conservation mode. They're trying to just stay alive. The snipes are going to go out, see if they can land anything here, but they're not going to be able to. So this might be, oh, nope. All right, I was about to say this might be the comeback that they needed. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. 50 right now, so a lot of our casting resources are kind of tied up over there. So it's just me. You got to deal with my voice basically for the entire night, as we're already back into it. It's going to be Empyrean at CTF to start this one off, and there's going to be Phil coming charging forward. He's going to be basically your player to watch here from Status Who, as he's already made his way all the way over here towards the base. The rockets in the hands of On Site means that they're getting a fair amount of space here, but as he's going to try to work his way around the back, there's going to be 2 players here waiting for him. He's got to wait for the reinforcements here. Knows that there's a player up top. That's going to be Frenetic, and they're going to just go charging in, try to avoid the sight lines here. You want to just try to get away from them, and yeah, there you go. Green XP is going to grab this flag. They're going to try and get away from the shots, and he will succeed in doing so. Is going to see Gravelift at range. Is not able to get all the shots that he needs. He does end up falling, so that does mean this push will get shut down for the time being. Oh, Bandit. All right, yes, thank you. I was like, it has a different name that is not like, you know, the regular, like the BR75 or something. Okay, Bandit, that is what I was thinking of. We got there eventually. Appreciate that kick save. As you're gonna see, the sniper will be here in the hand of Squiddy. Doesn't have a lot, and oh, surprise. Was not expecting Green XP to show up from behind. Ends up taking the full brunt of it. That's gonna be Gravelift going down, so that's another 2 dead. And actually, I mean, based on what we were talking about in the last map, where it's like you can't afford to go down early if you're the side of Status Who, because you've seen over the course of this game that going down early, like, they have the ability to come back, but they just can't end up, I mean, they can't afford to do so because you just go down into too much of a hole early. And it seems like Status Who is really putting the pressure on right now. Phil is just running away. What was that? What was that? Okay, Phil, that was Basically illegal. You should not be allowed to do that. Mid-air plasma pistol swaps to the BR for the kill as well. Really nice play out of Phil there. As I mean, really it's been back and forth, but a lot of the play has been very heavily in the side of We Get Wiped's base. They've been playing a ton of base defense, and I think this right here is going to be the first major push that we see coming out of their side. They're trying to get in here. There's going to be 3 players from the sides, or make that 2 actually. 2 are going to go down. Gravlift is going to pull the flag right into a player from the other team, so he's going to be trying to stay alive here. Going to get that flag, just try to toss it out the other open door. He's going to relay that to a teammate here. You're going to see Phil is going to be pushed up relatively far forward, around halfway across the map. He's going to be taking shots from behind though. Gravlift stayed alive and got into the back. You can see the rocket launchers in the hands of On Site. The rocket launcher is actually preventing his vision. He can't see Gravlift there. Gravlift is literally just sitting in his blind spot. Finally, the rockets are going to come into play here. He's going to fire 1 off. He's going to fire 2 off. There it goes down. He's going to find both of those players. So the big double kill there, trying to look to prevent this last player. It's going to be Squiddy. Squiddy's looking for this flag. He wants to get on towards that, but he's going to get dropped by Phil again. Phil going big here. The OS from behind, though, from Fnatic finds 1, is looking for the second, should get the second, but was not able to prevent the spawn or the flag from being returned. Is able to steal their sniper, though, and might actually steal the flag with it, as he's going to grab that and just start running it here towards the back side. I mean, he's going to run into the back of 1 player, and he's going to get shot by a second as the players are coming back up off spawn. They're going to prevent this and basically just get the cutoff. As you can see, the rest of the players, Gravlift is going to be taking some shots here from Phil. Phil just putting in shots into basically every player possible as they're going to catch Squiddy. Squiddy is going to get caught. Down he goes. And Fnatic is going to be the next player up. He's going to find 1, and the flag is going to be picked up once again. Green XP actually ran out of bullets, and that is going to cost him actually. He's going to go down. Skull's going to pick this one up. It's all going to be down to Supernova now in the other team's base. He's going to drop that flag. Should get caught though here. Squiddy is going to be in for that engagement. Squiddy's going to find him. They're going to get this flag back, and this is going to be the first flag being thrown home here from the side of We Get Wiped. So it's a good start there from the side of We Get Wiped. Again, status 2 going down early, not what you want to see, but they've had a really good amount of pressure on the map, and they've definitely been keeping up with the side of We Get Wiped. So despite, I mean, the slays are actually relatively even across the board. I believe a quick math is only down by 2. Green XP is going to grab that flag, is going to just try to run for it. I believe it actually fell down, so unfortunately that's going to be a mantle that they have to take. The cover is going to be there, except for Squiddy. He's going to pop up from the side. He's going to drop, though. He's not actually able to pick that one up. Ends up falling. As you can see, the flag is still going to be on its way. Visual Skull and Gravlift now are going to be the 2 players trying to get across the map. Gravlift has gone into the back here, looking for this flag. He knows there's a player nearby. Did not see him. I mean, okay, I have X-ray, so to be fair, that's a little bit cheating when I say, oh, he missed him. But they're actually going to get this flag cut off. They're going to find it. He's going to fall, though. It's all going to be on Squiddy. He's going to go down as well. Where this should be a flag going home for the side of status 2. They're going to tie up the map here, and they're going to take it, and they're going to drop it right where it belongs in their base. There's the cap. We're tied up at 1-1, and we got 7 minutes to go. And you know for sure we're going to be using all 7 of those minutes, because that is exactly how it works. You're going to see, for the time being, Philbin is going to be trying to move up here. It's going to be the players move around the outside of the map for the time being. I mean, this is going to be a push here. Coming in from We Get Wiped, trying to be denied here by status 2. They're going to do a really nice job. That's going to be a good trade that they needed there. But that's going to be on-site dropping at the hands of Gravlift, and that will not be traded out. Gravlift is going to get away with his life for the time being, and that does mean that they're going to continue to push forward. They haven't been able to pull that flag yet. As you can see, the players are going to be moving their way up on towards the right side of the map here. That's going to be a nice repulse, actually, from Supernova. Trying to stay alive is not going to be able to. The heat wave channeled through there a little too much for the side of Supernova, as he does end up falling. But the defense is here right now from the side of status 2. We Get Wiped has not been able to break into the base recently. That's going to be a nice, I mean, that's going to be a great set of shots from level on site. I mean, I was literally looked away for a moment, and that's what I missed. So that is going to be unfortunate from there, as this is going to be shots raining in. Not going to hit another one like that. So no additional triple kill there, but some still really good play They're going to end up forcing the pressure out of the base. And now this should be Status Who's turn to try to put some pressure as Vigilant Skull is going to get knocked off the map. That's going to be 3 down here. And that's going to be Frenetic. Also, one shot here in the back is not going to, well, he's going to lose his flag and he's going to just try to stay alive as he gets back towards this flag. He's going to get, no, he's not. Phil is going to catch him. Phil is looking to catch all the other ones as well, as the players are going to take an enormous amount of damage from him off towards the side here. Looking to find, I mean, he knows exactly where all 3 of these players are going to be going. As he's going to see Squiddy trying to intercept this. Is he going to make it there in time? No, he's not. So now it's going to be a counter cap. Can he end up making that happen? But no, his teammate's going to go down. He's going to go down. The 2 dead. The 2v2 does not go their way. We Get White now is going to be down with 4.5 minutes on the clock. I'm going to see, oh, okay, something was a little bit frozen there. I don't know what it was. Frenetic is going to, well, see that nade. He's going to have to fall back with that rocket launcher in hand. He's only got 2 shots in it. Actually, I don't remember if the 2-shot, if the ammo reduction update came through or not for this map. I don't actually remember if that happened or not. It might have. Somebody in the chat's probably going to correct me on that. Frenetic is going to just rain the fire in. Finds one. Gets traded out immediately, though. So, honestly, not the most efficient use of the rockets that he would have liked to have had. But this is, again, a lot of pressure coming from the side of Status Who. Squiddy's going to be the last man up, trying to deflect this push, coming in, and is going to go down 1 for 1. Honestly, not the best that you could have hoped for in that situation. He would have liked to stay alive and be able to play defense, but it looks like he did buy enough time for the upcoming match, or sorry, for the upcoming push here, as his teammates were able to come back up. He's able to, well, okay, there goes Squiddy once again. He does end up falling at the hands of who else? It's Phil. Phil with the double kill, looking for the 3rd. He's going to run out of bullets here, and his teammate's going to clean him up instead. It's going to be Frenetic, last one alive, just trying to stay alive. Everyone from the side of We Get Wiped is going to fall. That is going to be another flag here, as we're going to see potentially a 3rd flag. Phil is just going to toss it out, try to stay alive, and rain some shots in from the back here. He's going to see the players going to continue moving forward. Squiddy trying to get the reset onto it is not going to be able to. As you can see, he's got a little bit. So someone from the side of Status Who looking to touch that. Phil's going to be on 6 in a row here. I do believe that flag did get reset, though. So you can see that it is going to have to go back. But, I mean, either way, that is still a fair amount of time being killed. Vigilant Skull is going to eat quite a few bullets. Is finally going to end the reign of Phil, as Phil was on an absolute rampage. Squiddy's going to catch Nova, though, from across the map. You're going to see the players are going to continue to move forward. So, I mean, it's going to continue here. It's going to be 2-1. So still, I mean, you still have 2.5 minutes. So honestly, not the worst situation right now. If you are the side of We Get Wiped, you still have some time, but you got to start getting some map pressure and moving up here. It's going to be Phil is going to find that on towards Frenetic, pick up the sniper as well to turn it against his teammates, as he's going to go also for that OS. And you're going to see the positions of these players. It's going to be Squiddy and Vigilant Skull are going to be the ones pushed up. Squiddy's going to grab these rockets and is going to go just charging out here, see who he can catch. The rocket at long range, not exactly the best use. Unfortunately, he's not able to catch anybody with that. As Gravdrift trying to find somebody to hunt down. He's going to spot Phil. The OS is going to get absolutely annihilated there by the plasma pistol. Frenetic's going to drop down. He's going to pick up that kill. So this might be the push that We Get Wiped was looking for here. Status Who looking to play base defense. All 3 players are just kind of falling back, trying to stay alive here to be able to prevent and repel this push. You can see the plasma shot comes in at long range. I don't think that was very charged up, though, because it basically didn't do anything. The Needler is going to come through, looking to find it on towards Frenetic. Is able to trade 1 for 1 in the situation. So honestly, pretty decently in this case. Is the well, there's going to be another trade, another 1 for 1. Gravdrift will get the flag, but he's not going to make that mantle. Unfortunately, he's going to go down. Vigilant Skull now, the last player anywhere near it, is going to win that against Supernova. Finds 1. Needs to find more, though, before the spawns come up, and unfortunately, the spawns will be back alive. Let's see. I mean, the players are going to be back up here. Unfortunately, that it does look like the push will be mostly repelled. It's going to be 1 player left. It's going to be Squiddy, but here comes the push once again. Frenetic, and I believe that is going to be Gravdrift coming from the side. Gravdrift is going to drop. Frenetic is going to have this flag. He's going to get the kill too on towards onsite, so he finds 1. Is going to just kind of toss it out there. Knows the spawns are coming in and knows he has to pick up some of these kills here. As he's going to toss the flag out, see where anyone is going to be in a position to really deny him. And there's going to be a couple players there on the other side. He's going to eat a couple nades, try to get this across. He's going to succeed in doing so, but he will fall. And that's going to be Squiddy going down as well. So Vigilant Skull is going to be trying to get on towards that flag, but his own flag's actually been taken. There is somebody in the back, and that is Supernova running through the back as of right now. As you can see, that is going to be it. That is going to be 2-1 going in favor of Status. Gentlemen, back again with map number 4. Status, who finally was able to come out, jump out to a lead, and they were able to pick up that first match. So they're finally in the series. 2-1 is our scoreline as we head towards Oddball here on towards Street. It's going to be Gravlift with the Rockets and the Oddball trying to just rotate that ball around back to the teammates. So it's free reign to use. That was a big boomstick. As you can see, the first points will start getting racked up here by We Get Wiped. That's going to be 2 big kills coming in from the side of Status, who unfortunately Gravlift is going to blow himself to bits with that rocket a little too close for comfort. And that does end up costing him his life. That does mean the ball will transfer over to the side of Status, who Squiddy's going to win that gunfight at range against that Bulldog. Ends up picking that one up. That's going to be 2 dead here for the side of Status, who, and that does mean eviction notice coming in courtesy of We Get Wiped, as they're able to pick up the kills necessary, and they're going to grab that ball as well. But doesn't mean that they're safe for very long. Squiddy has that ball in hand, picking up some good ball time, and unfortunately probably gonna have to drop that real soon as the net is closing. On site's gonna be in from the back. It's gonna be, well, almost I was gonna say pay back Squiddy for the previous engagement where he ended up losing at range, but that is going to not be the case, and that's going to be a nice stick on towards Green XP. Ends up going down, and that is going to be some good solid ball time here now from We Get Wiped, as they're able to get, well, they're already past 30 points here right now, so really good use of that ball. And that, oh, that was so unfortunate. Super, I think, thought that the nade landed behind him, had to run away, but no, the nade had actually bounced off to his left, and he slid right into the nade, ends up falling in the process. That's going to be a back smack as well. That's going to be 3 dead here from Status, who, for the time being, as they're going to be end up trying to just stay alive here towards this B point. That's going to be a nice kill on towards Frenetic, but the nades are going to fly in from Squiddy, going to take down Supernova, and they're going to try to rotate this ball here out towards mid. That's going to be a big team nade there, lands right on top of Squiddy. The friendly fire coming out of Vigilant Skull as he just takes his Captain Shields out, basically. Gravlift is going to rotate this over towards PD. He's going to get a kill there on towards Supernova and is going to catch another player entering PD. The nades are going to fly in. I believe that's Phil inside, looking to see where this player is. He just absolutely just eats everything. As I thought he was going to get that trade, and I thought there's no way in heck he should have had any business getting a trade in that situation. Squiddy ends up dying to a nade. It's going to be Frenetic versus on site. Frenetic is going to win that. Still has half shields and is looking for a second engagement here, but doesn't look like there's going to be an opportunity for another player to kind of poke their head in, as the 2 players are here over towards B Dom. Excuse me, the B strongholds. Ball is actually going to get reset though, because no one picked that one up, as the players are going to be in the back. Gravlift is going to barely stay alive. Squiddy has that ball in hand though. It's going to be 68-11. That is a lot of points right now. A big stick on towards Squiddy at the hands of Onsite. Onsite will fall though, as the shotgun is now going to come in. Is not going to pick it up though. Skull somehow stays alive. I don't know how he was able to do that. Is now going to bury himself in the corner and just try to stay alive as he's trying to get across. Is not going to succeed. The ball will fall down on towards the steps. The Gravlift is able to find Green XP. Finds one, looking for the second here on towards Philly. He's actually going to walk out into 3 players basically. Ends up going down. Unfortunately, that is going to be the case there. Ends up falling. The players are going to continue, as it's going to be an absolute bloodbath up top. That's going to be the nade. The spike nade kind of thrown to the wall by Frenetic does end up falling. The ball is going to be on the floor. Nobody's touching it here, as We Get Wiped is 76-14, so they're pretty close, and they're running away with it. Squiddy has that ball, and he's making a beeline for the other side of the map, saying, get this guy away from me. XP is going to be trying to, well, he was in pursuit, ends up getting smoked in the face. So that is going to be Squiddy. Is going to be moving with that ball. The rocket's going to be picked up by Frenetic as well. Finds one, shoots off the second, but that is going to be the round victory here, going in favor of We Get Wiped. They're going to be 1 round away from the series win. Apologies, sorry, we're sorting out another sub situation on the side. Everything's kind of all over the place right now, as it's going to be Vigilant Skull. Going to have, well, I was going to see near the ball, but it's going to be Green XP in the back, and really right now it's just the side of Status Who is falling one by one across the map. It has not been working out very well for them, as they're going to continue to fall, and it's going to continue. Well, sorry about that. No, my attention is basically just diverted all over the place, which is a little awkward when I have no co-caster here. As that's going to be grabbed with coming from behind. He's going to get that back smack, finds one as well. I mean, really just right now, on site, Green XP, I mean, the players from Status who've just not been able to get onto the ball over the course of this game, and so that's an awkward reload there. He's gonna find one. It actually does end up falling. Poor Squiddy there, not able to take advantage of that. Is gonna be Vigilant Skull raining in shots on towards Supernova. Supernova is gonna take a fall there, and Phil's not been able to kind of get the get going what he's been able to successfully do previously, and is gonna end up, I mean, he is currently, well, 6 and 9, not the standout performance that he had previously, but he will get that ball, is able to pick off Vigilant Skull, and is going to try to stay alive here with that ball and just kind of put himself into a corner as the players from We Get Wiped are surrounding him on all sides. They're going to be on towards this player here, back PD. That's going to be Green XP with that plasma carbine, just trying to stay alive, and that's going to be a charge in from Gravlift. He wants this kill, and he's not going to get it. He's going to go down. There's going to be... Well, Frenetic is actually going to fall as well, so Squiddy and Vigilant Skull are being the two players left. Somebody just got the rockets as well, trying to figure out who that was. I don't... Oh, it might have been Vigilant Skull. No, he has a shotgun. Okay, somebody has the rockets, and I don't know who, because I just flipped through every single player on the map. So somebody has them. Oh, they're there. Okay, never mind. No, somebody did not have them. They're actually on the ground, it looks like. That's going to be a point-blank kill from Gravdwift. Finds one, trades his life for it, and the Rockets still run in the chamber. They're trying to get this ball rotated around the back. They're going to run into Squiddy, though, and Squiddy finds them both. Takes both players down. That is a little bit unfortunate from their side as they were trying, but that is not going to be the case as Vigilant Skull is going to be working his way with that ball now. It's going to be the lead retaken here by the side of We Get Wiped. As they're going to be moving forward, you're going to see Status U coming up towards B Stronghold side. They're going to try to split this through mid. Frenetic is going to get spotted going into tires, but the ball is going to be on its way back A side. It'll be Vigilant Skull. Kind of just wants to toss it out into the open. Unfortunately, he's not going to have a moment to do so. The ball gets picked up. Status Who 4 strong is going to be continuing their way forward here, and they're going to try to even this one up. They're only down about 10 points and counting right now. Is that... Oh, the ball got picked off, though. They left the guy unattended. He got snuck up on and basically just ninja'd there by Squiddy as Squiddy grabs it, kills the player, runs off with the ball. And, well, that is going to be a big trade, a big momentum swing here, because Status Who had everything they needed. They had 4 up and everything. Unfortunately, not able to pick that one off. And that is going to be the ball now just back again on the ground as the players are absolutely everywhere, just trying for the kills and not really succeeding. As you're going to see Gravlift again, they're going to be, I mean, the teamwork from the side of We Get Wiped is just kind of rolling over him at this point. Status Who has not been able to get something going really ever since that last push. They kind of just let their guard down, and it did end up costing them. Squiddy's going to come flying out from top of A. It's not able to win that gunfight though against Supernova, but the time is being delayed. That is exactly that all Squiddy really needed to do. He was just trying to buy time. They will lose the rockets though, and I believe that was picked up here by Green XP, but he does end up falling. So you're going to see a teammate try to get back over towards those rockets. They do end up getting picked up by Gravlift, but Gravlift does end up going down. So that's 2 in the chamber. A lot to work with here for Supernova, as it's going to be a subway setup here with the oddball, and this is basically where Status Who needs to hold for basically the rest of the game. You want them to hang on to this as long as physically possible, and we're going to see how long they're able to do so, because here comes the side of We Get Wiped. They are going to come charging in. They're already into the base. Squiddy's going to be in for one, finds one, and ends up going down though. Gravdwift is going to be the next player up to fight with the shotgun of the Supernova. Supernova's going to find one with the shotgun, is not able to find a second. Vigilant Skull is going to try to get on toward this oddball in the back. It's going to be the hands of Onsite. Onsite does go down. Skull is going to get that one. The ball in the hands of Squiddy. And right now, I mean, they're approaching the 75-point mark here with that ball. And Status Who is really beginning to run out of time here for this match, as they're not going to have a lot to work with here. Vigilant Skull is going to be continuing to move forward. As you're going to see, he's going to find one on towards on site, working this flank around the back. Squiddy just basically completely unharassed here, as Phil is trying to get over to him and see if he can get in a position to stop him, because they are, I mean, it's going to be 94-95. Squiddy's just trying to get around the corner. He's not going to be able to do so. The ball's going to go out in the middle of the open, though, and Phil, unfortunately, I don't know how he gets two. No, he did not. You cannot let that happen. No, somehow, I don't know how Phil was able to pull that one off. The player behind him, I think, just stopped shooting, and he ends up picking up all 3 kills at the last possible minute. Phil, with the huge play, is able to buy his team basically another bit of life here as they're trying to rotate this ball back towards Subway. As Frenetic is trying to give chase, it's going to be Phil who's going to meet 2 players. I don't know if Phil can pull a second miracle again. He's going to end up going down. Green XP goes down as well. And that's going to be the ball picked up here by We Get Wiped. Squiddy's going to grab that one, and that is going to be it. Despite the Rockets, despite the last-ditch effort from Status, who it's going to be the side of We Get Wiped.